And I'm back online. Thanks for watching. This is Jun Chan, and we are a bit down in the weeds of tooling, trying to focus on running the NBody physics simulation problem or algorithms in the GPU with the Haskell language. And because I'm being a little bit obstinate about trying to do this in Windows, I'm not a fan of Windows at all, but because there's so much audience that uses it, I think I want to clear out some path to at least set up a believable Windows Haskell development environment on this partition here. So that leads us to having some compilation problem with the Accelerate toolkit that we're trying to use, specifically in trying to find the libffi library. And I think I've now realized that I just indeed need to install the source or build from source. So let's do so. Let's get tarball, and where am I? Okay, sorry, I'm doing some of that off screen. libffi. Here you go. And I will extract you. Do I not see this because I have hidden files or something? Customize. Sorry, I know nothing is displaying on screen, but I don't want to show all of my file system in on the stream. Okay, open archive. How about that? All right, better. And then where are we going to put this? Not in shared. Maybe in source. How about that? That sounds okay. Okay, so it's not necessarily going to be easy, but we're going to try to compile this. And in fact, I think that from Accelerate, what seems to be the case is that we're going to need to use this backend, the LLVM PTX backend. And they say on the accelerate.hs, accelerate.hs.org, they explain that if we are Windows, we are kind of on our own. So, yeah. let us know if you are successful. Please let us know the procedure you use so we can update the instructions to help. Yeah, right. That we should keep in mind. Q to 10 would be nice. And I think then I also saw something else that's on my phone. Let me take a look. That it seemed like somebody actually was succeeding, at least partially. Right. Windows 10 LLVM PTX, I think, should get us there. And accelerate. I think that's the error. Yeah. I'm working on a program for edge detection, which I wanted to run on the GPU. I'm using JC8202 Windows 10 with MSYS 64-bit and LLVM5 while installing the following error appears. So there's some prior art here. And it seems that that person got things to run by reverting to an older version of GHC. So that's pretty cool. It means that at least some people succeeded. So let's try if we can get at least to a similar place than they were. And I think it starts by, compiling libffi is a needed thing. And we're also going to need to compile LLVM. And so I think... Oh, let's see. I think I had some other link on my phone. Let me double check. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the LLVM-PTX package. I suppose it's here. Right. Right, libffi to use the LLVM native backend and CUDA to use the accelerated LLVM PTX. So, yeah, we'll need to install the LLVM and probably build from source. Okay, well, you know, if that's what we're going to do, then that's what we'll do. And so libffi on Windows, go. Libffi Windows build from source. libffi Windows repository used by PHP, huh? With Visual Studio Solutions, in fact. No package published, so that's a possibility. Building and installing libffi on Windows. Oh, yeah, I wanted to make sure that the basics are correct. I think we are in Mingw64, so I think that's fine. And also, yeah, I wanted to check there's a compatibility matrix for, well, not like a slightly different backend, I think, but where possibly we could use, well, actually, it's not clear what happens beyond CUDA 9 here. Yeah, so that stuff is a bit difficult, but hey, quite a bit of stuff to learn in trying, so let's. On Windows, the libffi 6DLL library needs to be built from source code, okay? Install a working Mingw 3264-bit is required, and we've done that. Downloading source code required to compile it with Mingw for the required target architecture. It's possible to build 64-bit binaries on 32-bit Windows. Download the MSYS 32-bit utilities from blah. I think we got that from Chocolatey. Unpack MSYS2 data location. Okay, so maybe build libffi Chocolatey MSYS2. How about that? Not sure. MSYS2 package. This launches a shell. Chocolatey and MSYS2 recommended for Windows users. That's interesting. Definitely want to check out Lexa's batch file here, lexa.bat, because it would have to be building libffi, I presume, if libffi is needed in the macOS install. So hopefully the secret sauce is in the batch file there. Uses Pacman. And I saw some other places that the pkgconfig path was actually not properly respected by pkgconfig lite. So maybe, and here we're installing a pkgconfig from Pacman with gobject and other things. So that sounds pretty promising in my view. So let's check on Windows again. Fix for Windows installer build, installer scripts. This is also building an MSI, so that's pretty amazing. And yeah, it seems like that's where things are. Okay. So we don't have GHC. Well, actually, no, that's not true. We do have also GHC installed via Choco, I believe. We do, and an 8.10 version, in fact, which might be okay. So if I do GHC version here, which one do I get? I get the 8.8.4. So there's some pathing issue, and could it be because Haskell dev is taking over? How if we have oh, but hold on, list is not the local package. I think I need to That's right. So we have 8.8 installed locally. Okay, so this all sort of makes sense. And you know what? Given how tricky this whole path is, I think I will create a post for this, and that will be what? Well, a little bug. I guess I can imagine there will be some kind of blog post, maybe, possibly. Accelerate. I mean, oh wow! I got my keyboard acting up again. Oh boy, this is annoying. So last time we just went in here, in language. We went to option. I think I clicked this and then I went back and it was solved, but it's not now. I think I actually went back this way and then I did this, but nothing changes. And this should be actually, no, yeah, right, we need United States Apple, not United Kingdom Apple. And I think that I simply couldn't add United States Apple here for some obscure reason, but now it looks like I can. So let's, and then maybe that should, nope, that doesn't get us where we need to be. Maybe if I shift those things around, just to bump, nope. Oh boy. Fine. Let's hack this. There's too many tangents. Okay. Installing accelerate LLVM PTX on Windows 10. Okay, so what am I doing? Stuff like requirements. We need chocolatey. Okay. Tested with chocolatey. What's our version of chocolatey? 0.10.15. And then we have we have this thing. All right, Control Shift C. Holy, what? Okay, let's not even think about this. And this is bash, and like this. And then we use, we download libffi 3.3 somewhere from from here. So I suppose it should have been or could have been a wget, but we're on Windows, so let's not assume. Then I put it there, and we cd there, is what I'm saying. Okay. And then we'll try and build how. So, oh, right. So hold on 1 second. I'm saying this, but then we also need Pacman. Do we have Pacman installed? To me, Pacman is the Arch Linux package manager. And it seems like it just doesn't work out of the box. Not sure why. I'm not sure if any of these two things should give us so this should be done as administrator, huh? So I should definitely quote Alexa here if I'm going to follow this. Actually, we have GHC 8.8.4, but we have a recent Cabal version. So we install these things as okay. Let's double check on MSYS2 and the version of that. That's a pretty recent version, and it's used by Haskell Dev apparently. And so in theory, we recursively do this, but that's not going to install Pacman, is it? I mean, oh, there's another Alexa bat here. That seems like that's the launch script. That's not the install script. But it's unclear how you're getting the Pacman things, maybe out of scripts. Update window, install the scripts. No. Okay, Windows 10, Chocolate, Pacman. Attack Pacman. Seems to have results. MSYS installer, MS Pacman, Pacman Revenge, Pacman game. That's MSYS2 installer. A Cygwin derived software distro for Windows using Arch Linux Pacman. Okay, so what if I do Chocolist Pacman? You're telling me that there's something going on in MSYS2 here. I might relate to that, but I'm not able to run it. Is it because MSYS installer is different from MSYS? Let's see. Maybe we need to install this. 2020-1109. We have a slightly earlier version. Yeah, those seems to be just, well, no, this is supposed to be also using this. So, okay, I need to learn a little bit more about MSYS2, it looks like. Installer. Right, we are not inside MSYS2 right here, I suppose. So, okay, maybe the question is, can we run MSYS2 in Alacrity then? Which takes us back to our issue. We're getting a little bit around in circle, but yeah, MSYS2 and the git bash are interchangeable. But I suppose we want the MSYS2 bash program now. Possibly that's going to give us access to Pacman, and then that gets us closer, I think, to the environment that was described here with MSYS and that. So let's give that a shot. And so first of all, I'm going to check out my start menu and see whether I have MSYS things in there. And I don't see any. So let me check my program files folder. FF, no, MS build, that doesn't look right. And so, okay, so I think it makes sense to assume that the MSYS2 things were installed by Chocolatey. Oh, actually, yeah, we can do this. That's going to tell us where things are. ctools MSYS2. Okay, not the most easy to find, but yes, I see you. And then, yeah, I see a bunch of stuff in here, but no bin folder, nothing that looks like just a straight out shell. Maybe in user bin. No. Mingw64 bin, no. Mingw32 neither. Oh, but there's a C-lang there, and that's going to be good to have this in our env. To rebase. So what if we do Mingw64 here? Is that a shell? No. That launches something in another window, but maybe I can try to run this from... Okay, so that's another shell. That's our MSYS shell. And can we pacman from here? We can. So that's definitely where we want to go. And so, okay. So then I just ran MSYS2, so maybe we can replace our Alacrity shell with this. And we're now looking at tools, MSYS64, and MSYS2. And I don't know about the args, but let's save and let's launch another Alacrity window. As administrator, and it seems to fail. Cannot find the file specified. Okay, so Why did I miss MSYS? Oh, 65, okay. I see, I went to 63 to 65. Humans, I tell you. And it's not doing what I would expect, so maybe in fact we want to be doing Mingw64 here. Let's try this. Nope. So these won't run as shells. So let me continue looking around in this directory, see if I can find anything that looks like it could be. Oh, MSYS_shell.command. Is that looks more like a PowerShell kind of thing. Yeah, can't really say that that's promising. Okay. It says this folder is empty, but I feel like maybe that's not true. So in fact, let's go to C tools. Okay, now we can do exploration like this. And I was looking into this folder, and it is empty here. Etsy has some batch things and Pacman things. Oh, user bin has bash. Okay, so let's try this. User bin bash. Hey, it worked, but all my windows went away for whatever reason. Okay, fantastic. So how about we share this with the world? And for MSYS2, okay, we're nice, I think. Okay, so this now does Pacman, right? Yes, it does. And so it means, oh, okay, does it have pkg config already? It doesn't. So let's try the Lexa trick and then maybe update our blog thingy. Okay. Alacrity with MSYS2 bash, and we can point to our thing. And then we go into the bash script and we run this, and we, well, actually, you know what, let's only run pkgconfig for now. Like gobject introspection, this is something I remember is needed from GStreamer, but I alacrity paste. Well, you know what, I like that a lot. You're asking me a question that I'm really glad you're asking me. And wow, that was fast. You don't autocomplete, and you don't even give me the thing. Why not? Is it because you actually need to be calling it by its impossible name? No. Okay, so that's a new question. MSYS2 pkgconfig. It's a package. It's here. That's where we install. Enable usage. Okay, let's try which pkgconfig. No pkgconfig in all these places. Is this a factor how I install MSYS2 using Chocolatey instead of doing it so it's supposed to be there. Okay. Is there such a path? Well, yes, there is. And bin and okay. And tell me you see things. You see things! Yay! Amazing. I'm not sure why you are oopsie, getting too excited here and making things fall. Okay. By the way, where is my streaming thing? It's right here. Okay. My Streamlabs also disappeared and it's back. Okay, so that's great. That's really great. We can say that this is part of our instructions without even maybe, I mean, we don't know whether we're going to need to build we're not supposed to be MSYS blah. In fact, I'm not even sure, can we even use Choco from here? We can't. Okay, so I think we are kind of saying no need for, oh no, yeah, right. So we install MSYS through Choco, and then we launch Alacrity with the MSYS2 bash, because now it's there, so we can do that, and then we're now in the holy moly, that's annoying. I think it is, no, it's not this, not this. Okay. So the MSYS bash actually is a hash or a sharp, so we can signify it this way. And then clearly then we can run I don't know why that's not in the path. That's quite strange, but list all, and that gives us things. And let's make sure we show those things so that people can follow. Okay. So obviously that doesn't have libffi, but that's the whole point here, I suppose. So is it a dependency on one of the... It could be a dependency of GObject introspection. That's very possible. Or of GTK or something like that. But I think now we're in fact equipped to be a little bit more surgical and to say something like MSYS2 libffi, and there we go, exactly what we want. So if we do pacman -s libffi, is this just going to work? Looks like that's the case. So yeah, the difficulty will then be to say to Haskell, hey, use this pkg config, because it's not even in the path. So does this mean we need to add this thing in the path? Probably does mean that. And you installed the x86-64 version, but maybe not the Mingw64 version? I don't know. Let's see. Mingw64. What's in there? In lib, nothing, and in include nothing. So you might not have installed it there. We might need to specify specifically that we want the 64 package the way that we did it with pkg config. Okay, so what's pacman uninstall? -r and libffi, and we'll install -331. Oh, is up to date reinstalling. So it was already installed. Is that what you're saying? Okay, does this mean that there's actually some that it's in the 32-bit version? Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, hold on. Nope, doesn't seem to be the case. There's nothing in there. So, that makes me want to try to find whether libffi is available in where? User. That might be a bit big. User lib. Can pacman give me info on things? Query or files? Okay, you know what? Let's just try to install this guy. Pacman -s and yes. Apparently no conflicts. And then when we go to this path and lib, we find it, and there's the pkg config as well. Oh, and that makes us feel so damn good, because it means that when we do pkg config of libffi mod version, we are golden. So we definitely want to have this guy in our path somehow. Could it just be that because I run this from an admin shell? Could be. Let's close these guys, including not this guy. We'll keep this one. Be gone. And start another one that's just with the normal user. And let's do, hey, do you know pkg config? You don't. Well, I mean, pkg config. No, you don't. Okay, so path is a bit strange. Okay, a path. Yeah. Okay, so that's the same path that you're checking, in fact. Oh, yes, our Alexa script definitely did something to the path right there. Excellent. That's what's up. So, well, I suppose we say we do the same thing, meaning, well, we don't need to do this anymore. And what? And we can say this, and maybe, well, maybe in fact do it this way. And so our test, that's going to be one of our tests, but in fact really our test should be pkg config. And we are going to also install libffi. Oh, progress. So we don't need this. And however, we want to know what is the full package name for this. And we'll want to add it to our downloaded packages here. And so what we'll do is paste this guy here. Oh, right, because we're not in batch world, we are in bash world. And so, oh, right. And so if we're in bash world, then we can't do this. We need to do this. And colon, whoops. Right. Yeah. And okay, which pkg config? Oh, you don't know which now. I might have mangled the path. I totally mangled the path. Oh yeah, because I have columns and I don't know where I live here. Okay. And I close the other terminal. Okay, fine. We'll just exit and restart and check out our path and hope that it's back to something. Yeah, of course. We need to swap these things. Okay, so let's get some inspiration from how this is written. Right, so given the fact that things are actually properly mounted here, we can simply do this. I believe that this will be terser and therefore less error prone. And I think user bin is also most definitely available, but user bin is already on the path, so this we can actually let go of and just append this. Appending is definitely the right way to go. And then, well, let's echo package config path, see where we have, whether we have anything in here. And please exit this mode. We do have things, so in fact, let's also prepend. I think probably prepending or appending will be equivalent here, but let's prepend like so. And xdj, we probably won't need that. I don't think we will, but let's echo it and see. Yeah, you know what? Let's not. I don't think we're going to do x. I mean, maybe actually the whole gloss thing will need x, but we'll do this when we come to that bridge. Okay, so I think this is now the bashified thing we want. And so if we echo path, we are good looking, and we also good looking here. So if we do which pkg config, now we are happy. And if we do pkg config libffi, and that's for the version, we're also super happy. Awesome. So actually our test can be something a little bit more targeted. Mod version. Awesome. And we are now in bash. And okay, so now comes the moment of truth where we go back into our workshop. Oh, we're in a different home. Okay, so we can link to see users journal and workshop. Shared. Whoa. That is scary. It's actually hanging. Oh, really? What's that? MSYS2 LM hanging. It creates hard links. Oh. mkdic instead. Oh boy. I can't even control C. Okay. Panic, panic. So you've been just copying everything. Oh boy. And I hope copying, not deleting or anything. How do I check that? Let's go check out workshop and source, and okay, that looks fine, and shared and workshop. Okay, it looks fine. So let's just go there. I suppose we could tell it to go. Yeah, didn't we have an alacrity config that actually was supposed to make us go to see users journal? Visibly, it didn't. Okay, well, fine. NBody and accelerate. And so moment of truth is cabal build. Yes. So So that's in the chocolatey universe. Yeah. Okay, so I need to restart shell with the git bash, I believe, because that's where we have easy access to Choco, if I'm not mistaken. So like things like Cabal are fine here. Indeed they are. And then we might want to say, hey, where are you? And or indeed in chocolatey bin. So we'll add this to our path, and then all shall be good, I hope. Yeah, so we're a different style of copy paste here because the world is confusing. And so what do we say? We say add me some chocolates in my path. And then we hope that those things work together. Bin. And they do, and we hold our breath. So apparently GHC doesn't follow the same pattern. And let's put the water a little bit away. And so, yeah, no, for some reason it's away in space. Oh, wow. Oh, chocolatey is not pretty with its dealing of path, that is for sure. Okay, very well. Well, I mean, that's going to come bite us in the ass at some point, I'm pretty sure. But, hey, meaning, you know, if paths are hard to find, then at some point we might be missing some important stuff. But that looks good. I guess the question is, how portable is this once? So it's going to rebuild stuff. No, it's not. Amazing. So it's starting back from where it was, and it finds libffi. Yay! Amazing. This is progress. And you know what? This is a good moment to stop, because in 10 minutes I start my PureScript stream. So I will say goodbye for now, and see you in 10 minutes if you want to watch some PureScript live. And otherwise, yeah, check out the PureScript Chronofold series on YouTube. And I will be continuing this work with the accelerate NBody problem on GPU with Haskell at some unscheduled time. But I'm excited about our progress, and so I'll probably get back to it pretty soon. All right, take good care and see you very shortly.